Hey guys, this is Summer and welcome to your daily twin flame energy read. So this will be for the whole weekend or for the remainder of the weekend. All right, so let's go ahead and see what's going on for the twin flamers out there, okay? Spirits, guides, and angels, please give me some advice. Please give us some clarity and some messages for the twin flamers out there today. Give me one card for the past. Give me one card for the past. Thank you. Spirit, please give me a card for the present. Thank you. And please give me one for the future. All right. Okay, so for the recent past, we have the Chariot. This was, in the recent past, I feel like this has to do with the forward movement of the relationship, the divine union growing to a better level, transforming to something new, transforming to a whole different type of relationship. This to me represents the twin flamers growing on their own paths and together. Okay, I feel like this has to do with the twin flame or the divine feminine having the willpower to heal, talk rationally, and I feel like this has to do with the divine masculine opening up and speaking. And this is the divine masculine getting rid of those communication blockages that he had for so long. So this has a lot to do with just forward movement, forward growth for the twin flamers, getting through these blockages and just moving forward personally and in union. Let's get a clarifier. This was a huge achievement, and the fact that this is a hurdle that the twin flames couldn't get over before, the communication blocks and the immaturity of that the feminine could sometimes portray during her triggers. So to clarify, we have the High Priestess, the Hanged Man, and Queen of Wands. Yeah, so this is the masculine finally using his intuition. And this is when this perfectly defines what we talked about last time. The hangman was when you were growing stagnant in the relationship and you felt it not moving forward. And so you guys took a step back and stopped, and the masculine started learning how to use their intuition more and acting on it and rebuilding this passion through healing and rebuilding this passion through, basically, this is explaining how this transformation happened. Through the stagnation, both the masculine and feminine got their passion back. They moved out of this stagnant energy that they were in with their union. The union grew so stagnant with no communication or little to no communication, or very spiteful words, or very short and just cunning, or like defensive. And through this short time of just hanging out there and holding still and stagnation, the masculine and feminine started healing and clearing blockages. They cleared blockages through their healing. The divine masculine, again, the only reason why he started to grow is because he stopped and he realized he needed to start using his intuition instead of his ego. So he was able to use his intuition and communicate better and more loving. And this was the divine feminine healed this by coming back into her power as the Queen of Wands. And she had to step back for a moment as well and gain some perspective as well and just hang out like the masculine did. And she sat there and she thought and thought and thought. And this is why it was hard for the divine feminine, because she couldn't, she has a hard time with being in her power without doing it gracefully. Like the divine feminine can, when she feels triggered or on defense, she tends to lash out or communicate in a way that causes more stagnation or causes the divine masculine to retreat more and more. So I feel like in the recent past, the divine masculine and feminine have cleared these communication blocks, had the willpower to do so, and they achieved something that they've never been able to achieve before in the past. And one of the main reasons why their union went into separation in the first place. Communication issues is what this is telling me. And it's amazing how you healed yourself. It's amazing how you can heal your own self through trial and error. And you will see now, divine counterparts, that you repeat same patterns and same problems and same triggers until you heal them. So this is one of the reasons why this keeps coming up over and over and over, and you couldn't get past it. But now you have. You finally figured out, after repetitive patterns, how you needed to do things different, what you needed to learn, how you needed to communicate in a different way, and how not to take things so personally and look through everything through unconditional love instead of your fears of being hurt. You saw the other person's, when the masculine was able to communicate like he hasn't before, you were able to see a different perspective of why he does things the way he does, why he talks the way he does, and you were finally able to stop acting out of ego and view the masculine's actions through unconditional love. For example, if your masculine had a certain conditioning through his life, the way he was raised, like say for example he had a very hardcore religious background that shunned music, or didn't think females had the right to vote. I'm just giving weird examples out there, just general examples. He has been conditioned to think a certain way, to act a certain way, to feel a certain way, and to speak a certain way. Not excusing it. I'm just giving you an example. And now the feminine has gained perspective by staying still and quit acting on emotion, which she healed. And vice versa, the masculine has healed and been able to communicate because he finally opened up enough to talk. And seeing the feminine's healing and growth, that she didn't react in the same way as she usually does, he grew. The masculine cleared that blockage and now is more receptive to continue talking like this, continue, and the masculine seeing things from a different view. He's seeing things from the divine feminine's view now. So you've cleared this blockage, and this is how you did it, and it shows you moving forward. It shows your union moving forward. But mainly it shows your own growth. So congratulations. This is major. Anytime someone heals, especially people that are connected to me, and I feel like if you're watching my channel, I am connected to you. So it makes me very, very happy that you have healed this and you can move on and grow, and you've grown and you've done your work and you sat down and stayed still and did it. Like, congratulations. And I do feel like you will gain some public recognition from this feminines. I feel like even if it's just your masculine talking to his buddies, I feel like the masculine's going to brag on you or give you some sort of recognition. So let's go to the present moment. Okay, so 5 of Earth or 5 of Pentacles. This is fears surrounding money. So I think this is both the masculine and feminine. And they're just both kind of just broke right now. And they're telling me that there is going to be, not certain if this is the masculine or feminine side, but there's going to be somebody come into your life very soon that is going to offer you some help or some wisdom that is going to be very beneficial for you, and to not downplay or overlook anyone, because it's going to be just the thing that you need to boost your abundance and have that epiphany. There's a lot of uncertainty right now, but this is 5 is a number of change. Maybe some of you are uncertain about your employment. The masculine feels like he's not going to have enough money. That's the present energy. So he may be taking on different and extra jobs. The feminine may be working longer hours. Regardless, there is somebody that's going to come into your life, like I said, that is going to offer you some very valuable wisdom. So pay attention and don't judge a book by its cover. You know what I mean? They may think they're crazy or, a bum trying to come up to you and ask for money. Don't push it away because you think they're up to no good. Like, listen and learn and take these gifts that the universe, all I'm telling you is the universe is about to give you a gift or some advice or some wisdom, and it's going to come through the most unexpected form. Okay, so we clarified this with the Queen of Cups. The Lovers. And the 3 of Pentacles. So I feel like this person that's going to come to you and give you advice, for some of you, it's going to be a mature woman, maybe a mother. But I feel like it's going to be, now that I see this, now that I get clarifiers, it's going to come from possibly one of the divine counterparts' family members. A very mature person. Could just have feminine energy. It doesn't have to be a female, but I do see a female here. Is going to, she's very mature and wise and loving and nurturing. Even though she doesn't show you, she may literally give you money or literally give you a gift. And there's going to be talks about working together, or I can help you out, or families investing in each other. You're going to receive some sort of help or wisdom, money from a family member. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. And I can't tell if it's the divine masculine or female's family member, but this is going to be very beneficial for you and increase your funds. I feel like they're literally going to give the masculine money, and the feminine's going to receive wisdom that's going to boost her sales or money situation or something of that nature. So basically, they're giving you the recognition that it's going to be okay and to look out for this scenario. Look out for this coming, and don't, I can't think of the word, not shun it off, but don't discredit it, okay? Don't discredit whatever conversations, you know, if you're dreading talking to the mother-in-law, if you're dreading talking to your mother, or vice versa, or an aunt or a sister that's too young and you think doesn't know any better. Just whatever it is, don't discredit this, because this is a huge message. I mean, this is the main message they're wanting to know, and they're going to help you heal this financial insecurity that's going on. And it's going to change for the better. Okay, let's look at that was interesting. Let's look at the upcoming future. You got the star. So happy times are in the future. Okay. They're telling me that after painful endings, after very, I feel like some of you have been very pissed off at each other for a while. Maybe you've been in a fight. Maybe you just have felt unloved or lonely or unappreciated. You got the Four of Cups. It's just apathy. And I feel like after so much of a long time going through this cycle, you're ending this cycle of feeling unfulfilled with your divine counterpart, and it's coming to an ending. And there has to be endings for there to be beginnings, new beginnings, and that's what's coming out of this. So you've got a good weekend and week of of healing and receiving gifts from the universe, and ending a very unfulfilled and loving energy that you've been surrounding you. It's like, for some of you, I'm getting that it's like you've finally had attention from your divine counterpart, and it's not the attention that you wanted. So you're just left feeling unfulfilled, like disappointed. But this is coming to an end. It's saying you're on the right path as long as you stay optimistic. Happy times are ahead. Your wish will be fulfilled. You're coming out of the Four of Cups energy. Let's see what else the clarifiers bring. They're not wanting to clarify this much more. Okay. Ace of Swords in reverse. So like I said, you're coming out of this communication block, and now you're not going to be left unfulfilled anymore. You're coming out of that because the Divine Masculine has learned how to communicate and what will make you feel and act the way that you've been doing or feeling or acting. This is the opposite. So he's coming out of being non-communicative. I can't even say that word. Being able to not talk. Being able, he's coming out of those spiteful conversations, those short conversations, those very cunning words, a very immature conversationalist when it comes to you. He's coming out of that, and and through that, you're going to start communicating more, which will make you feel very fulfilled, and you feel like you'll get your wish. And they are saying that this was supposed to happen to heal this block. This would have never been, you would have just kept doing this over and over and over and never been happy until you healed this communication block. So you had to go through the apathy and unfulfilled Four of Cups. You're coming out of that. And he's going to be basically going from not communicating to once you guys had that open-ended conversation to where you got down to the nitty-gritty, it's ignited his passion again, and now he's coming to you with lots of words and lots of communications, coming in very fast. Like he's going to be talking your head off now that he not only knows how to talk to you, but he knows he can talk to you, and he knows the right way to talk to you. There could even be talks of marriage or how he wants a family with you. I do feel like he's going to be, like I said, talking to you so much, and he's going, you guys are going to possibly hang out. He's probably going to invite you to a fun gathering, and he's going to be acting like, I feel like a lot of you have children. I feel like the Divine Masculine is going to take you to this function as like a family, and show you off as a family. And it's like, he's thinking, I've found that one that I actually want to do this with. My feminine is not turned off when I tell her my most deep down things, personal things, and the way I view things. And most people are so disgusted by the way I think. Yet my feminine accepts it. And through this, it's reigniting his passion of wanting to try and communicate and wanting that family life with you again. So there's even a dragonfly in the top right, and this is complete transformation of the Divine Masculine. Also for the feminine, but I feel like he feels like he wants to play house, okay? And he's going to play it. He is going to either hang out with you guys or invite you somewhere. Regardless, you're going to have a function where it feels like you're just a family. Hold on just a second. Sorry, my daughter was yelling at me. So, like I was saying, he's going to ignite his passion into playing house again and wanting that family feeling back with you. And if you don't have a family, I feel like he's going to communicate that he does want a family with you, a marriage, a stable home. And I feel like he's also going to communicate somehow, in some way, in his own way, that you're the one. You are his one. You're his equal. You are his destiny. You are his person. And when I say equal, by that I mean twin. Like me and you are the same. Me and you are the same soul. And he's recognizing that now. And this wouldn't have ever happened. This transformation would have never happened if it wasn't for clearing this blockage and this growth. So, the final outcome of that is your wish is going to be fulfilled. The divine masculines, but again, the divine feminines of feeling that lack and that immature communication. So happy times are ahead. Transformation, baby. All right. Let's get a few more before we end this. How is the divine masculine viewing his feminine today? How is the divine masculine viewing his feminine today? Soulmate. So again, this goes with him recognizing you as his equal and as his twin flame, as his one. He's thinking of you as his soulmate today. This is how he views you. He questioned it before, but he's not questioning it anymore. This transformation has totally touched him in a way that hasn't given him the same sense of security since he was a kid. And now he's going to stop at nothing to make you his queen. How's the divine feminine viewing her masculine? How is the divine feminine viewing her masculine? How is the divine feminine viewing her masculine? How is the divine feminine viewing her masculine? I was saying it backwards. Okay, so I feel like this is, through this talk and communication, I feel like she views him today as someone that could be her family, the father of her children, a step-parent perhaps, someone who is very childlike and adventurous. Someone who has the kind of spirit that innocence, like a dog lover. He's a dog lover. And she likes how he always approaches life and fun and adventures in a childlike way, a total innocent and loving life type of way. For some of you, this is the divine feminine not being able to see the masculine much or talk to the masculine much due to their own children. But mainly this is the feminine viewing and appreciating his childlike spirit, his innocent spirit. So this is beautiful. Let's get some guidance and then we're going to end it. Spirit guides and angels, please give us one message for both divine masculine and feminine. What do they need to know? What do they need to know? What guidance do they need to know? What guidance do they need to have? Ooh. Okay. So go for it popped out very, very fast. The explanation for this is your prayers and positive expectations have been heard and answered. We've been working with you on the situation since its genesis, and we continue to watch over you and everyone involved. Stay on your present path, as it will take you very far indeed. So, if you've been afraid to continue the twin flame path, if you feel like it's been not going so well because you're unfulfilled, this is your recognition that this is actually exactly where you're supposed to be. So don't stop. Don't stop right before you sow the seeds that you planted so long ago. You feel like you've stepped off your course and not living your true path, but you are. And they're saying that your guides and angels have actually been with you from the birth of this. And they're still there. And this is your recognition that you are on the right path. You are on it. So keep going. Go for it. Don't go against it, because you're actually on the right path. Even though it doesn't feel like it sometimes, you're actually much needed there and exactly where you're supposed to be. Okay? So, I hope you guys have a beautiful weekend. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe. I would love lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of comments. Let me know if you guys have been having communication issues. I would love hearing your stories, and I will leave all my information below if you want a private reading. And yeah, I hope you have a beautiful weekend. Get out there, have fun, do you. And I love, love, love you. You guys have a wonderful day. Namaste.